Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. Working on the 2000 Honda XR80. Story on this bike is a friend of Dizzy's bought it on Craigslist, decided not to do anything with it, and sold it to me for what he had into it. So I have $300 into this thing. I went through the whole thing, did a leak up test and all that other stuff, leak down test I guess it's called, and all that other stuff, and discovered that the intake valve was too tight. So I loosened up the intake valve, and at which time I discovered that it had been run for quite a while without an air filter, and it inhaled quite a bit of sand. Anyway, so I loosened up the intake valve, I put it all back together again, and I'm just trying to figure out if she'll start, and from there I got to see if it'll go into gear, and so you know, if the clutch is any good, what the transmission is like, and all that other kind of stuff, right? You got to kind of start on the bottom and go forward. I put onto it, this is a carb. It's a China clone carb that's actually meant for a China like 110cc bike. I just put that on there to see if she'll start or not. And you see that? That's the gas line that kind of goes to it. It's a new carb. I put gas in it. And cold start. Let's see if this thing is going to want to start. A little hoot of go juice. Right. I just put a new plug in it. The throttle is kind of, here for now. But once again, we're trying to see if it'll start. That's what we care about. Actually, it doesn't sound half bad. And I didn't see a load of smoke coming out of it, which makes me hopeful. I don't know which way is choke, if it's up or down. Oops. As we spill gas all over the place. Well, doesn't like it that way. Trying to see if we're going to get any smoke out of it. Actually idles, more or less. I gotta tighten it up slightly. I'm not getting crazy smoke out of it. It's idling. Let's see if I can pop it into gear. See what happens. Clutch in. Nice. So far, we got the engine started, and it went into first, and I eased out the clutch, and it stalled. So, and it tried to pull forward a little bit. So I'm thinking we're getting closer, right? I mean, no matter what, you had to make sure you got spark, you got compression, you got gas, and you get the engine running. And then from there, if it's a motorcycle type affair, do you have a clutch? Which we seem to. Do you have first gear? It seems that we have that too. So next I got to hack a gas tank on it and all that. Then we'll take it for a ride about. It did not seem to die. It seemed to die from inhaling sand, right? That seemed to be what killed it. It did not seem to die of getting broken and sitting someplace until it no longer ran. A lot of times on those, when they look perfect, there's nothing wrong. It's just they don't run anymore. You start asking to yourself, why is it just sitting there? This one, there seems to be a reason why it was, quote, just sitting there. Once again, it inhaled sand, it got sandblasted, and wouldn't run anymore. Alright folks, I want to thank y'all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Please remember to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now, folks.